Hello my scrappy friends and welcome to my channel today. So this share is for Anna's Craft Cupboard. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Anna's has just celebrated her 14th birthday and we had a cyber crop over the Anzac Day long weekend. I hosted this challenge, which is the I didn't really host it. I created a page for inspiration for this challenge, which is use Australian products. And I have pulled out the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Happiness Collection, and you can see here I'm using that beautiful rainbow stripe as my background. I have cut a bunch of the butterflies, and a bunch of them were actually cut from the 6x8 paper pad using my Cameo scan and cut matte. I got that out. So I sent that through my Cameo and had my Cameo do all of the hard work for me. All I'm adding here is some gold and some white splatters to my background, and you could see at the beginning that I had placed the butterflies onto the same color stripe on the background. I'm using my Scotch tacky glue and I am just sticking the butterflies down. I'm just putting glue in the center, folding their wings up and plopping them down. I am not putting too much thought into this. I figured the more thought I put into it, then it would look really particular, and I didn't want really particular. I wanted kind of random. So that's exactly what I've done. I have sped up a section of this so that you can watch, and you may see that I'm scrapbooking a little bit differently. I do have my computer next to me while I'm doing this, and I am chatting to some scrapbooking friends. So that's kind of what's happening when you see like different things happening on my screen. I think I got rid of most of it, but if there's any extra bits, that's why. So I have stuck all of my butterflies down. I let that dry. Because I used the tacky glue, it dried really quickly because it dries super quick. And I've just trimmed off the overhanging wings. I did kind of feel guilty actually because they're like animals. I know that's silly. But yeah, so that's all stuck down, ready to rock and roll. I've got these two photos of me and a school mum friend. If you've done the school mum thing, you know it can be tricky, especially I found it particularly tricky because of my big boy going to this school and then leaving this school, and now he's back at this school. And yeah, so I've made some real mum friends, and this is one of them. My journaling that I do add talks about how I'm grateful that my kids have chosen who they have as friends, because with those friends comes mums, and like I said, I've made good friends with some of the mums. So I wanted to scrapbook these photos that we took. We met at the park one day for our kids to all have a bit of a play together, and yeah, we just chatted because it's what we do. But this is, yeah, I really appreciate this friendship, and the fact that we keep it real. Like there's no crap about how perfect we are or how perfect our kids are, and it's just nice. So as you can see, I have added some tissue paper and some foam behind my photos. I am using the offcuts. If you have seen, I think it was my last layout for Cut to You. I used this collection, and I'm using the offcuts to layer behind my photo here because I may as well. I think I end up adding like 4 or 5 layers, and I really like how it looks. I have super sped this up because I do kind of muck around a little bit. And it's not the most exciting part of the process to watch, really. So yeah, here I was chatting to the girls I was scrapbooking with, as well as crafting, so that's kind of why I picked some of the papers up and showed. Funnily enough, we were talking about that particular wood grain as I put my hand on it. Adding some of this paper, and then I think I just go with the wood grain as the final layer, and that one goes all the way around. just using my scissors to trim it down. I don't know if you noticed, but I pulled up one of those green butterflies. It was not quite in the right spot for where I wanted my photo to go, so I just attached that to my photo instead. I'm using this happy word as part of my title, making sure my placement is exactly where I want it, because, you know, it has to be perfect. Alright, so I'm going to start by sticking this photo down. I did have foam behind this photo, but I couldn't get it to sit flat, so I took the foam away and I just popped this one up instead. You can see too I've got some foam underneath that title, and I end up pulling all of that out because I couldn't get that to sit right either. It was just, I don't know what the problem was, but it just didn't want to cooperate. So I've got my basic design here. I knew I wanted to add to my title. I'm going to use one of these clear stickers that says moments. I'm like, where can I tuck this so you can still read it, but it's tucked nicely right there. I love the dark blue on those lighter colors there. It stands out enough, and I can use obviously that clear sticker on that pattern paper and not lose what it says. I am scrapbooking photos of myself and a girlfriend, so I am not only using butterflies, but I'm going to use flowers as well because I can. Up the top here, I'm adding one of the little tabs, and I think I come back in with a word sticker, one of the strip stickers from down the bottom. I find a different flower to add in here, and I add that in, and then I change my mind and I add in a different flower. So I've got the ephemera here. I'm like, do I want to add these extra butterflies? I've only got a couple left. I wanted to add extra color over here because I didn't want it to be just pink on pink. Down the bottom I decided I was going to add lots of different colors. These stickers are super sticky. You can see that I'm trying really hard to pull that off without ripping anything, which I managed to succeed in doing. And I'm going to use this big floral cluster. It's got the blue and the pink and then the green of the leaves, and I'm going to tuck in, I believe, the orange flower that I just had out. Yep. No. This one is a bit smaller and fits a bit better. And one of these tassels because they're so cute. I love them. So I'm just going to start sticking all my bits down. I'm going to add some foam to pop up the leaves and stuff here, the outer edges, just for a little bit of dimension, shadows. I don't, just for something different, I didn't add very much mixed media at all. I've only gone in with the splatters. I think I come back in at the end with some more. I did forget when I started this page that it was meant to be mostly, it is mostly Australian product, but I did use some not Australian product for my splatters, but I do come back in with Australian product for my gold splatters at the end. Just popping up the bottom of that tassel because I think it's really cute and I love it. What am I doing next? So I want to add more, but I don't know what I want to add, but I'm not sure that I want to add more. I end up adding this sticker here. I do try the other navy blue clear sticker butterfly, and I'm like, where can I put it? Where can I put it? I don't like it there. I don't like it there. Maybe I can make it work here. You can see I've got a word strip underneath my title as well. It says happy moments together, and I decide that I don't like the blockiness of that. Besides the photos, there is nothing else on this page that is kind of square and angular lines. I'm like, okay, maybe it's annoying me because it's not straight, so I pull it up and I straighten it and then I take it off and I add something else. I can't remember how much of this process I left in. I thought I'd try that in the middle. I'm like, nope, don't like that if it comes. I went through my stash of Coco Vanilla Studio stickers and I found, I think it's the Boys Rule collection, has the clear stickers in black. So I'm going to add those. I cannot remember what they say. And I'm not 100% sure where my layout is right now, so I'm not going to try to read them. I'm pretty sure one of them says, hey you. I think that's the one I add up the top. I've also got this label sticker here. I did cut out me sticking that in because I pull it out and I'm not happy with it. I do try it further down, I think, underneath my title for my journaling. So just in here, and I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Don't like it. Then I tried to move these clear stickers around for such a, I don't want to say simple layer, but it kind of is. It was, there's no mixed media on it, I guess is what I mean. It's not a big mess. It's mostly just, mostly paper. I struggled with the embellishing. I didn't want to add too much. I didn't want to add not enough. I'm going to add another one of the clear stickers underneath this photo here. You can see I've almost used up all of those clear stickers, which is very exciting. You'll be able to see, I think, what those clear stickers say in the stills at the end. I'm like, what? I don't love this. What's going on? So I've pulled out all the foam from underneath the word happy, and I'm just going to go back in with little foam dimensionals from Stampin' Up and just add those in. And I don't add them along where I had all the foam. I add them underneath the H and I believe just the end of the Y, just so that they sit where I want them to sit without being smooshed. I'm much happier with that. I did try to bring a little cluster down here, and I'm like, nope, don't love it. Get out, go away. Pull off the sticker. And it's funny because this is what I'm actually thinking. No, I don't like you. Get off my layer. I don't like you. Go away. Poor embellishments. It's not that I don't like them. I didn't like them on this layout. So what have I done? What have I done? Oh, so here I decided that I was going to trim off 1/4 of an inch from 4 sides. Actually, what I did, I trimmed a 1/4 of an inch off the left and the right, and I think 1/2 an inch off the bottom. I think. I have mounted that on black. I thought with the black and white photos that would work really well. And I'm going to add my journaling in here in black pen. And again, that just talks about our friendship and how I'm grateful for our friendship and the fact that our kids have chosen to be friends. I'm going to add in my date, apparently. Oh, I'm looking for my ink. I've just had a new box made by my husband for all of my ink pads, which is very exciting. I should take a photo and show you all, show it off. I showed you there I was going to do some hand stitching around the border. I have done a chain link stitch with gold thread. Quick tips: if you are going to stitch with gold thread, hand stitch with gold thread, I highly recommend kind of pulling the 6 strands apart so that they're not twisted together. It makes it much easier. And I've found too that working with a shorter strand rather than what I would normally work with worked a lot better as well. I've gone through and I've popped up all of my butterfly wings, and I think I noticed that something wasn't sticking properly. No, I've added in some gold thread. Added in some gold thread to this cluster because I thought that I wanted to bring the gold in a bit more, using my scissors to shove it in there. And here are my gold splatters. So I'm using my, I was going to say Hide Swap, that is not Hide Swap, that is Colour Blast Be Arty Bling Shimmer something pot, Shimmer Pot, that I don't do anymore, but it's one of my favorites. So that's what I'm using for my gold splatters. I'm going to go over the top of all my butterflies as well. And I believe that brings me to the close-up on video and then all of my close-up photos. So you have until next Monday, the 1st, I think it is, to upload your take on this challenge. That was me showing you how I don't know how I managed to, but I got gold all over my hands. So yes, you have until next Monday to load up your take on this challenge over in the Anna's Craft Cupboard community Facebook group. I'll make sure I link that in the description box below. I will link everything in the description box below. I'm hoping to get some of my group back with the things of, my normal life. Boys are going back to school this week, which I'm kind of hesitant about, but kind of not at the same time. So we'll see what happens. I hope wherever you are safe and well and looking after yourself. If you have any questions, please make sure you leave them below. As always, thank you ever so much for stopping by and spending your time with me. I really do appreciate it. Have a fantastic day, and I hope that you manage to get in some scrap time for yourself. Till next time, take care.